Hi guys, my name is Annabelle from Horizon Cosplay and this is my husband Ben, and welcome to the 12 days of Cosplay Christmas, which we are doing Lord of the Rings and Hobbit themes this year. And Ben, what are we making today?
We're making Balin's spiced beef for dinner.
Sounds nice.
It's a lovely recipe.
Alright, well I suppose we better get on with it then.
Indeed.
Let's go.
Hi guys, as you can see I've now got all my ingredients set up for the recipe. I couldn't find beef shoulder because it was too expensive or just couldn't find a point blank, so instead I went with a beef roasting joint. It should come out the same. So we have here our vintage cider, we have a dry red wine, we have allspice, cinnamon, Bailey's, ground cloves, and our standard salt and pepper that you have for everything anyway. Now the recipe calls for it to be marinated for 12 hours at least, so we're going to put the roasting joint in here, we're going to add all of the ingredients to the right spec, and then we're going to leave it for 12 to 14 hours and cook it tomorrow. So there you go guys, the joint is in the bowl, now it's time to start adding our ingredients.
So to get started, Ben put all the marinade ingredients into a big bowl on top of the roasting joint. I have to admit that I was a bit dubious about mixing the wine and cider together, but he assured me it would be fine, and so we went with it anyway. Then it was into the fridge so that our roasting joint could sit in the dark for the next 12 hours and contemplate its life choices.
Well guys, we're going to start off now with making sure we have all of our vegetables diced up. So we're going to go with parsnips, standard carrots, and baby potatoes. We're going to dice them all up and put them into a nice roasting pot along with our marinated beef, and hopefully after 3 hours in the oven it'll all come out looking very crispy, very roasted, and really delicious.
While he was dicing everything up, the oven was busy preheating. Once everything was ready to go, Ben drained the marinade into a jug to save for later before placing the meat joint into a baking tray and surrounding it with chopped veg. He then heated up the marinade in a pan and poured it all over the meat and veg, ready to cook and go into the oven.
Well guys, our roast is now all set in the pan, it's ready to go. It now needs to go in the oven for just over 3 hours, so it has plenty of time to roast, to break down, to make all those lovely flavours mixed together. That'll allow it for over the next 3 hours to really settle down, really cook properly and get really nice and perfect. So, let's put it in the oven.
And with that, the timer started, so for the next 3 hours it was just a waiting game as we readied ourselves for dinner. When we finally took it out the oven, it looked so good and smelled amazing too. Ben quickly finished out the meat and potatoes, decanting them into a separate preheated pot before starting on the sauce. So Ben, what are you doing?
I'm now using the broken down sauce and liquid that came out of all of the vegetables, the meat and everything, and I'm going to turn it into a really nice gravy to go along with all of our food.
Once it was hot, we added some cornstarch and gravy powder to help thicken it all up, and with that it was done and ready to eat, something that I had been looking forward to doing all damn day. And that's it guys, this is our Balin spiced beef. Now because of work commitments, I'm actually eating mine a lot before dinner, which, you know, well done for Ben for making it for me. And so let's give this a try and see what we think. So as it's called spiced beef, let's start with the beef. And yes, I do use my knife and fork cat-handed. It's just a habit from growing up with a left-handed father.
Let's go.
Oh my god, it's really good. You can definitely taste all the allspice, and that sauce is utterly gorgeous. I'd be tempted to make that on its own just for a normal roast dinner. The beef is really tender. It is a bit dry, but the sauce balances it out. So no complaints there. So let's try a potato next. Again, really, really good. It's essentially just a roast potato, and you can never go wrong with roast potatoes, so that's always nice. And then let's try a carrot. And again, you can't go wrong with roast carrots. Definitely no complaints here. That is utterly gorgeous, and I think very suitable for a Hobbit's dinner. Now, while I finish my food, let's see what the boys thought when they actually ate it later on tonight.
I'm not going to lie, the sauce and vegetables are really good. That's the best gravy I've ever made. Actually, I'm surprised at how good it is.
Gravy's definitely good.
I think that, if I'm not mistaken, the beef was a bit dry. Actually,
With the gravy it's alright.
with the gravy, it's actually really nice. It's just, by itself, it is a bit dry. Apart from that though, it's really cool.
And with that, I have to highly recommend that you try cooking this yourself. The recipe is in the description down below, along with the link to the original website that we got this from. But now guys, it is time for me to say farewell, as I do have to go to work. I hope you are enjoying the 12 days of Cosplay Christmas, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos. We are doing everything Hobbit themed this year, from outfits to meals, and so I would love for you to join us.
These potatoes really are so good. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like, and if you have any suggestions for other videos or other Hobbity things that we can do, please leave them in the comments down below. For now guys though, I hope you have a beautiful festive season, and I will see you in a few days. Bye!